This is a continuation of the video about weather instruments that I have recorded with the title Weather Instruments Part 1. So as a continuation, let me go back again to weather balloon. This is a tool used to collect high altitude forecast data. It records temperature, humidity, and air pressure high into the atmosphere or into the higher troposphere, informing us on potential and future storms, because this can float higher above the surface of the earth. So they can gather data in terms of temperature, humidity, and air pressure, and this will be used by our meteorologists so they can predict potential and future storms. We have Doppler Radar. This is a tool used to monitor the movement of precipitation. So this releases radio waves or emits radio waves in a given direction and are reflected off an object, telling how far away it is. This is good and great for tracking storms locations. So for instance, this is the Doppler radar. So they will emit radio waves, and that radio waves will be reflected back to this Doppler radar once it hit like a rain or a storm in that particular area. So this will give the meteorologist an idea where exactly the storms or heavy rain is or are. Weather satellite. This is a tool used to monitor weather and climate on Earth. How it is used? It has a scanning mechanism, transmits data and images from the outer space that shows the clouds, the ocean currents, and storm movement. So these are actually other factors that can contribute to the information and data the meteorologists are collecting so they can again predict weather patterns and conditions, and if there are weather disturbances coming our way, so they are able to inform the public of these weather disturbances so we can be prepared for it. An isobar, a line drawn on a weather map that connects points of equal atmospheric pressure. So you know already how or what weather instrument used to measure air pressure, and that is our barometer. So using that barometer now, the scientists will be using a weather map. So this is now a weather map. So in that weather map, they will now write down the different points where there are the same atmospheric pressure, and they will connect that. So this will give now the meteorologists an idea that these areas here, they have the same atmospheric pressure. For instance, they have high pressure, so they can now predict that this area has good weather, a dry weather. So if in case, look at this, it's 1000, so they have a high air pressure. Now, moving on to another one. Again, this is again a weather map, and we call this now, the different colors here are called the isotherm. These are lines of a weather map that connects places with the same temperature. So aside from the lines here, they can even color to give us a visual of what will be the temperature in that particular area. So those areas with the same color, we can predict that they have a high temperature. So they are in the 80s, 85, and as you go down here, it changes color, so they have now a lower temperature. So by simply looking at this, then you will be able to predict that this particular area here with the red color, they have a high temperature, whereas this area here with a yellow to green colors, they have a lower temperature. So this is again the weather map, and this is used now by the scientists to plot their data and to predict which of these places will have a higher temperature and a lower temperature. And remember, temperature is one of the factors that contribute to the data and information the scientists or meteorologists collect so they can predict our weather patterns. So up next, on our next video, we'll be talking about the clouds as another factor that can contribute to the information and data that will be used by the scientists to predict weather patterns and conditions. So until next time, thank you for watching. Have a great day.